G'day folks, this is Sim and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft done from down under. I've been doing a little bit of cosmetic work around the house, so I've smelted up a little bit of glass in the fire pit to make myself some windows. I've dug out under here so that I've got a chest and some storage for my vessels. I'm not sure whether I covered it previously, but it looks like there is a bit of a bug, so that if you put a chest into storage mode and you put stuff in it, and then you put a water jug in it, well, it didn't happen that time, but it was happening before, and that was how I ended up with the water in the other one that was over here. But once I took everything out of the... okay, now it's back up. Wrong one, isn't it? Where is it? There you are. Come back here. Once I took everything out of it and put it back into water mode, I was able to extract the water, so that's fine, and it looks like whatever caused it has been fixed. We'll find out for sure. Now, we're going on a bit of a trek, so we don't want to muck around for too long. We may have to camp out, but that's okay. We'll see how it all pans out. I'm making preparations to put a stairway in. I seem to be getting, for some reason, a massive number of spawns down in here. Quite often I'll come down the stairs and there'll be 3, 4, 5 or even more mobs. I have cleared some space over here to start an orchard. I'm going to get an orchard early because I'm suffering from a lack of fruit, and I've got the trees that I'd collected down here, so these ones are going to take a while. Oh, g'day mate, of course, yes. I've got to go into animals. There's been some quite serious changes. Let's just go and have a quick look and see whether this one... I had a feeling there was an... oh look, all the willow trees have grown. That'll come in handy. Here I am saying we've got to hurry, and lo and behold. Now what are you? You look like a female. I don't see any tusks. You look like a female. You're a male, so we should be able to feed that one. Oh, okay. You're not going to let me feed you yet. Now you've got to familiarize yourself with animals, and I'm not sure how you actually go about doing that. Let's get this guy out of the water. They're certainly interested in the wheat that I've got. Let's bring them over here so they're kind of close. We probably need to pen them, but we won't be doing that right now. Yeah, in fact, let's just leave them and get on with what we're doing. I get so easily distracted sometimes. I'm not sure whether I'm going to go with a paddock again, or whether I might put in a barn, or maybe a combination of the two. But as I was saying, I've planted these. Now it's still only early days and it's getting very close to winter, but it does look like that I've been lucky enough to get some oranges early, which means that we've at least got some fruit, which is going to be great, because I was lacking that massively. Now there's not going to be a lot of it here, but it should keep me going for a while, and I'm starting to drop down in health again, so that's probably fairly important. In fact, we'll have some delicious fruit right now. So I've got the prospector's pick, and we might have a bit of a poke around while we're moving, just to see if anything pops up, because what we're doing is we're going to go and head over to a cave. I've had enough of being homebound and farming and various other things. I am going to plant one of each seed and see how they do in this time zone, because if we have a quick look now, it's late autumn coming into winter, and the temperature is still, as you can see, 27 degrees, which means we're probably going to be able to grow crops all year round, which is going to be pretty cool. But I do want to get the crops down and just see how bad it does get in the middle of winter and see what we lose. In the meantime, I happened to notice recently, while I was doing this, that just around here, see we've got traces of tetrahedrite. All of these gravel blocks are all markers. Nothing of interest. Small sample of tetrahedrite. Small sample. Small sample. Traces. So back over this way, if we come down here, that's medium. That's nothing. That's medium. Move over this way a bit further and we're small. So there is a pretty good chance that if we dig down about here, we're going to find ourselves some copper. And I'll be doing that, and I'll come back to you for that particular event. But right now we have other fish to fry, and we've got to do a little bit of traveling. So I'm going to cut out until we get a little bit closer, but just to show you where we're going, we're heading over here on the map because I found some zinc, and there looks like some interesting terrain there to play with. So let's get that done now. I will see you guys very shortly. Okay, we're losing the sun very fast, so I've got to get underground. So as I've mentioned the other day, we can do this quite easily. Oh, well, not like that. That's going to take twice as long to cut down. Place down that one there, and nothing close by. Good. And we're just going to quickly dig down here. Get in underneath. And I'm going to camp out for the night. Probably the most boring part of TFC. If you're out traveling, there's not a great deal that you can do in this situation. Better once we've got some armor, but it's okay. The thing you need to be aware of, though, is that if you get a skeleton that can see you in here, then you are going to run into trouble real fast. And if that happens, the simple solution is just bang, bang, seal it up quick, and wait for them to burn up in the sun. You obviously don't want to do this under trees, because you're going to find yourself in a situation in the morning where you might still have somebody standing on your head. Anyway, I will be back when the sun comes up. We're almost there now. Okay, let's get out of here and get moving. This is why you put down log piles, not logs. Okay, and we're out, and we don't want to leave that torch behind. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the place that I'm looking for is right about... Nope, it's not here. I know it was close by. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, well, we want to watch out for that, because that's pretty deep down there. In fact, if my memory serves me correctly, and it's been a little while since I've been here, I was finding minerals on the ground all over this hill, and I have a funny feeling the area that I want is on the other side. Let's go and see. Or let's discover whether I was completely and utterly wrong. I might have to go a lot further than I thought, which might be a bit of a pain. Anyway, we will find out. Let's go and see what's around here. Not looking good. Got a nice waterfall over here. Oh well, we may as well... Oops. Oh! I missed. That sucks. Let's have a quick look at the map. Did I perhaps forget to mark the terrain? Because, oh, more soy. And definitely take that. The more that I can plant, the better. And more importantly, where'd the other one go? More importantly, it's protein, because I'm out of soy now, so I need to get as much as I possibly can. So let's just grab these. Oh, what's this here? That looks very much like more tetrahedrite. It is. Do I have any gravel? Nope. Well, hopefully I'll recognise that piece of dirt. Yeah, right. Of course I will. Let's just have a look back over here. I'm a little confused now because I was here. And it was one of the first finds. But maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I'm going to have to do a little bit of more exploring to get back to you guys. I'll have one more quick look. Yeah. Now it might actually be back over there. Or I could be very wrong. So we'll just have a quick look. And if not, I'll cut out until I get back to the area that I actually was looking for. Are we around here, or have I mucked it up? I think that is just the top of that there. Yep, looks like I've got a fail, and it's either further away than I thought, or I simply didn't actually mark the area. So I'll do a little bit of scouting around and I'll cut back in when I found the spot that I'm actually looking for, okay? Bugger. And I'll say it again. Bugger. Well, that's what happens when you're not paying attention. That was a creeper. And I knew he was around, but I lost focus on him, and well, now the worst part about it is that I don't have a bed, so I haven't set spawn, and that's most okay, hello. That's most definitely an I told you so moment, because I've already been told in the comments that if I die I'm going to be in trouble, and I knew that. I've got two different options when it comes to beds in TerraFirmaCraft. I could have set spawn with a hide bed and some straw, or I could have gotten some wool and worked on a loom, now that I've got access to a saw, but I didn't. So now I have got a very long trip back. So I'm going to start running, and I am going to hope like that. Now we want to go this way, we don't want to get too distracted, or do we? Where are we? We need to go. I may as well scoot around this way and see if it connects, just out of curiosity. Get a little bit of mapping done if nothing else. So yeah, I got to get back, and I've got to hope and pray that my stuff doesn't despawn, because that was my new tools being carried around there. So I'm going to cut out, and I will join you again when... Ooh, what's that? Sphalerite. I get distracted so easily. Hang on a second. What do you mean I don't have permission to use this command? There we go, surface ores. Not that I'm likely to be coming all the way back here, but you never know. The stuff that I really want is more considerite. So anyway, as I was saying, I'm gonna be heading back home. It's gonna take me a while, so I will hopefully meet yous back there. Wish me luck. This is going to be a long trip. Hey you, come here. Oh, you're kidding me. I can't shear the sheep because I'm not familiar with it. Oh dear, that's a worry. I wonder if I kill it whether I'll get a large hide. Probably not, but we're about to find out. Yeah, you're a long way from home, so I'm not concerned about killing you. What sort of hide did we get from him? Small. Okay, yeah, well, that pretty much sums that up. Alright, onwards. Well, we made it back in one piece, and there's some good news and some bad news. The good news is that I got back and my stuff hadn't despawned. The bad news is that I stopped quite a bit along the way to gather saplings and seeds and a few other things, and as you can see, I have a slight problem with space, so I'm not really going to be able to do what I came out here for. And to be perfectly honest, over here, I think we need to do something about fixing up the crafting grid and also taking care of the spawn situation. Now, I'm going to have a problem with wool, which means I've got two options. One of those options is to work with jute, and the other possibility is for me to go out and kill something with a large enough hide. But this is what I wanted to show you. This massive chasm, and we have got exposed ore down there, as well as some ore up here, which I think is the same stuff. And if we have a look, it's rich tetrahedrite, so I definitely want to do some mining around here, because each one of these is going to be worth 35 units. So we'll be coming back, we'll be doing some mining, but right now I think I'm going to have to be prepared to deal with that too down there. It's going to get messy real fast. Actually, let's just duck up here, because I have a distinct feeling there might have been some more surface stuff just in here from memory. Could be wrong, but let's just have a quick look around up here. That's just another way down to the same cave, and we might be able to duck over there and check that out as well. So we may not be doing any mining just yet, but it won't be too far away. So I really need to decide what to do from here. I've definitely got to head back, and I think now is probably the time to do something about a bed. So I'll meet you back at home. Okay, so we're back where we started. However, there's been a change of plans since we started this episode. We are going hunting bear. I have basically taken the resources that I gathered on the scavenge back from spawn, and I have made myself up 3 bronze javelins, as well as an additional 5 stone javelins. Hopefully that's going to be enough. I've got a couple of axes. I've got absolutely no armor, of course, and the sun's not far up, so we've definitely got the fog out over the ocean, and let's get out and get moving. Now, once again, we got company down here this time. Yep, They come out of these trees all the time. I haven't explored very far around in that direction yet. Let's just get away from this guy. He'll burn up in a second. There we go. So yes, I haven't really explored around here much, so I've got no real idea of what's over there, and I definitely want to make a boat up at some point soon and go for a bit of a sail to see what's going on. Now I don't recall any bears close by, so I'm going to have to scout around and hunt for them. So I will cut out and I will be back when we've found our target. Just a short interlude. Once again, TFC generates some amazing terrain. Considering all the time I spent running through plains when we started out, this is just lovely. Anyway, onwards. Or maybe we'll take a moment to have another look. Just moved along a little bit, and yeah, it's pretty sweet. There is no questions asked. It's really sweet. Not sure what that is in the rock over there, but I'll probably come back at some point to check it out. Anyway, this time we're definitely moving on. You know, it's a bit of a worry. I've been travelling for days now and not a sign of a bear anywhere. Pretty much the only things that I have seen have been chickens and pigs. No cows, no horses, nothing. See, look, there we go, more pigs. Starting to get a little worried because unfortunately pigs, as far as I'm aware, do not drop large hides. Which is surprising, I suppose, when you think of it, because I've seen some pigs at the show that were absolutely monstrous. But anyway, and it looks like we've run into a wall of acacia again here. I'm not sure. I suspect that they haven't quite got the generation working the way they want it to. The fact that you get these dead straight lines of forest appearing just seems a little bit off. I'm not sure whether it is intentional that it's happening this way. Let's have a big look at the map. I think we're probably going to be likely to be coming back in another episode to continue on from here because time is passing at a fairly steady rate. But if we have a look at the map, you can see I've basically bases down here. I've come out, I've done a massive loop all the way around through here. You can see some markers I've placed as I've found some various ores. You can see we get these odd lines of forest generation, and I'm not sure why that is. I am actually quite curious. Alright, I'll push on for a little bit longer. But if we look at the size of this ravine, that's a canyon. Be nice to see some of these with water running through them. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to push on, see how we go. Oh, I'm running low on food and water. Yeah, if something comes up shortly, then I'll be back and we'll continue. Otherwise, I'll probably be coming back to say goodbye. Let's just see how it all pans out. Well, it looks like we'll be going another night without sleep. I'll give TFC one thing. There's a feeling that you get when you come running home at night, dodging mobs, and you finally come inside of shelter that it's a special feeling, there is no question. I hope you enjoyed some of the shots that I've taken in the last few minutes. TFC. It's supposed to be survival as it should be, but sometimes I think that it's more terrain gen as it should be. I just absolutely stunned by some of the terrain that I've travelled through just recently. Anyway, we'll make another crack at the bed sometime soon. In the meantime, I'm just gonna have to be extra careful. If we have a look at the map very quickly, you can see that what I basically did was a loop all the way around here and back, so at least I've got an idea of what the terrain's like over there. But our spawn is up here somewhere, just in there I think, so it doesn't look like there's going to be a very easy boat trip unless there's a connection through here, which I haven't discovered yet. So I really do need to be careful. Now I know I mentioned flax in the other episode, but the thing is that you can't use flax to make a bed. It either has to be a hide or it has to be cloth, and there are only two ways to make cloth. You either shear sheep for wool, or you gather enough spider string to do it, and spider string is certainly not something I'm going to be playing around with, and I still don't know yet how to familiarize myself with the animals. It's something I'm probably going to have to do some research on, but they certainly don't want to let me shear them at the moment. So until the next time, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to seeing you again. And until then, take care of each other, and ciao for now.